This video will go over the types of data that are entered into FUDSChem. FUDSChem has the capacity to store chemical, geological, and hydrogeological data. The system can be used to plan sampling events, track projects, validate analytical data, generate final reports, perform data usability assessments, and view data in spatial systems. Each of these functions has different data types associated with them. Note that your district will determine the exact requirements for your project. What data types are required to upload chemistry data to FUDSChem? Of course, the lab will need to submit a SED 5.2 Stage 2A file, but several other types of supporting data will need to be entered first. To start off, you will need to create a digitized version of your UFP QAP, an eQAP, and establish locations. Please refer to our eQAP playlist and our loading locations tutorials for how to complete these steps. These videos are linked in the description. The general workflow for creating an eQAP is covered in the eQAP playlist. Once the eQAP is set up, you will screen the eQAP and resolve any errors. Then certify it. Once certified, the lab gets the chance to review the eQAP and acknowledge it. Please refer to our eQAP lab acknowledgement tutorial for details on how to complete this step. This video is linked in the description. If the lab finds any discrepancies, edits may need to be made. Once the lab acknowledges, the eQAP will be submitted for approval, and the USACE chemist will approve. As for locations, the data is entered under Tools, Data Submission. The data will be screened for errors and then certified once it's error-free. The data will then be reviewed and approved by the data reviewer under Tools, Data Approval. There are two parts to entering location data. You will need to populate both the location definition and location site cross-reference tables. These tables are the foundation for all successive data loaded into FUDSChem. A clearly defined location with an associated site ensures that data will join seamlessly to the correct geographic point. For more information, please refer to our loading locations tutorials and our location site XREF entry tutorial. These videos are linked in the description. Before the lab can submit their chemistry data, the chain of custody information will need to be entered into FUDSChem. To do so, we recommend starting with the Event Management tool to pre-fill chain of custody information. Event Management allows you to plan your event and track its progress. Both chemistry and geology data can be planned and tracked. It is recommended to plan all applicable data types. Refer to our Event Management tutorials for more information on using the Event Management tools, and our Event Tracking Reports overview for more information on the Event Tracking Reports. These videos are linked in the description. The information filled out in Event Management includes which locations will be sampled for which type of data, as well as sampling specifics for the event. All of the sampling information entered into Event Management can be used to pre-populate chain of custody information. The chain of custody information is entered as the ChemField data type under Tools, Data Submission. Refer to our Field Sampling ChemField entry tutorial for more information. This video is linked in the description. Once the ChemField file is certified, the lab can load their data. For more information, refer to our Laboratory SED Submission tutorial, linked in the description. Note that once lab data is uploaded, validation tools in FUDSChem can be used to build the data validation report. Validators can review, modify, and finalize these qualifiers directly within the FUDSChem interface. Final qualifiers will need to be applied in FUDSChem even if the validation report is created without the aid of FUDSChem's tools. For more information, please refer to our validation tutorials. These videos are linked in the description. Once validation qualifiers are approved by the USACE chemist, the PDT may opt to include contractors in their data usability assessment process in FUDSChem. Please refer to our data usability assessment tutorial for more information. These videos are linked in the description. What types of geology data can be entered into FUDSChem? Geology data that can be uploaded to FUDSChem includes the following. However, certain data types may not apply to your project, and it is recommended to check with your USACE PDT. The lithology data type allows you to enter the different strata from your boring log. You can specify the depths of each segment and describe them. Well completion information and well construction intervals are typically entered based on the well construction diagram. Refer to our lithology entry tutorial, our well completion information entry tutorial, and our well construction intervals entry tutorial for information on entering these data types. These videos are linked in the description. These data types are typically entered only once per location. Environmental measurements and groundwater levels may be entered for each sampling event. Analyses measured in the field are entered as environmental measurements. Common examples include parameters such as pH, temperature, and specific conductivity. They are typically entered based on the groundwater sample collection log. Groundwater levels are used to track changes in water elevation and are typically based on the same log. Please refer to our groundwater level entry tutorial and our loading environmental measurements tutorials for more information. These videos are linked in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the FUDSChem YouTube channel for more tutorial videos. All of the tutorials and playlists mentioned during this video are linked in the description below. Lastly, if you have questions or comments, feel free to contact us at fuds.support@synectics.net. Thank you.